Hello and welcome. In this video segment, we're going to replace the power steering pump in a 2018 4300 International truck. I'm going to walk you through it step by step so you can get your vehicle back on the road again. So let's begin. Once you lift your hood, you're going to find your power steering pump right on the left side of the vehicle, bolted to the engine. It's right on the driver's side. This is also a good time to repair any kind of hose power steering leak that you may have, and also replace your power steering filter. If you have not seen how to do that, just look at one of my videos. I have several ones that you can actually look at to replace your power steering filter. This power steering filter has already been replaced, so we're just going to focus on the power steering pump. We are underneath the vehicle. You want to make sure you have some type of drain pan underneath. And what we're going to do, we're going to remove this hose right here. You need a 7/8 wrench. That's what we're going to use. Loosen up on the line. Now we're on the bottom clamp. I'm going to use a 5/16. Just shake this hose loose. Now be prepared. You're going to have some power steering fluid to come out of it, so just don't want you to get drowned. This hose may drain a little while, so while that's draining, we're going to move forward. We had 2 bolts to remove. We have a bolt here on top and one on the bottom. Need a 15 millimeter. That's one bolt. Now we are removing the top bolt. Now we're going to remove the pump. You may have to shake it back and forth, but eventually it will come straight out. Here's our new pump. Here's our old pump. So what we're going to do, we're just going to remove the fittings off of here, and you want to have it just like the way the old pump is. Here's the part number, price range, and I got it from the local international dealer. We are back underneath the vehicle. Just going to remove the gasket. There we go. Take a rag. Just going to wipe that area clean. Make sure you do not get any dirt inside of your housing here. Here's our old gasket and our new gasket that International sent me. May have a little small problem here. These gaskets are nothing alike. Sometimes it happens, even when you give your last 8 of your VIN number to the parts department, it happens. So I'm going to have to go back and revisit that, but this is definitely the wrong gasket. Well, in the meanwhile, we're going to remove our fittings. You need a 7/8 wrench for this fitting here. Guys, I highly recommend to replace this O-ring here. It may look good, but you don't want to come this far and have a O-ring issue, have a leak on your power steering. So it wouldn't hurt to ask the dealer for a set of O-rings, but I did not. I have an O-ring kit, so I'm actually going to just use an O-ring out of the kit. I like to prime the pump while it's on the workbench. It's just an old habit. And we're also going to prime the pump. The pump is actually mounted on the vehicle. Just turn the gears and just let it bleed out. Now you can mount your fitting with your new O-ring. Tighten down your fitting. Now we're going to remove our return line fitting. You need 1.25 inches. Now here we're going to remove the O-ring and put on a little thread tape. And we're to just install our new O-ring, and we're going to put on some thread tape. You want to make sure you actually replace your O-ring. You don't want to take a chance of having any kind of power steering leak. Again, you want to make sure you line up your fitting just the way it was on the old power steering pump. Again, we need 1.25 inches to tighten down our fitting. Well, I got the right gasket. It was an honest mistake, and it was something that was overlooked when the parts department actually looked it up. So this is the part number that you need. This is the price range. And hopefully that'll save you some time to make sure you had the right gasket. Just going to take the gasket and just go ahead and mount it on the pump. We're just going to line up the gear. And once you get the gear lined up, the pump will just slide in. It wouldn't hurt to have a plug here, or maybe a rag, just to keep power steering fluid from raining down on you. That's provided if you prime the pump prior to mount the power steering pump. Tighten down both of your bolts. Now we're going to torque down the bolts. Now it's time to reconnect our return line. Tighten up your clamp. Connect your pressure line. Again, you need a 7/8. What I like to do is lift the front end off the floor. We're going to top off our power steering reservoir. This power steering filter has already been replaced, but if you have not replaced your power steering filter, now is a great time to do it. And the way you do it, you actually take this cover off and your filter will be inside. I have a video that'll walk you through it step by step. I will have 3 quarts of power steering fluid on standby for reserve to replenish the power steering unit. Now we have the reservoir topped off. We're going to turn the steering wheel to the left all the way and then to the right all the way. We're going to go back and forth and bleed the system out before we start the vehicle. You do not want to damage your power steering pump. Now we will start the vehicle. You want to check for leaks. Everything looks good on top. You want to also check underneath. Everything looks good on the bottom. No leaks. You want to check the base. Everything looks good. That's what you want. Next, you want to shut down your vehicle and recheck your power steering reservoir for the correct amount of fluid that's needed. Well, that's all it takes to replace your power steering pump. I hope this video was helpful. Do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to hit the notification bell to let you know when I have a video to come out. Take care. As always, God bless.